There are many types of beautiful scenery, but there are few geological features that are really as exciting and astonishing as the mountains. The mountains high above our heads are really amazing in many ways because of their horizons and special characteristics. But at the same time it gives us new horizons, and here are 10 of the most beautiful mountains in the world, and they are also some of the famous peaks. While there are others that are not famous enough, these towering mountains will surprise you with the beauty of their formation. One, Matterhorn, Switzerland. This mountain is considered to be one of the most imaginative mountains. It is part of the incredible Swiss Alps. The Matterhorn is perhaps their most famous peak. This steep mountain has chiseled ridges that give the mind the idea of a rising pyramid. If you get the chance, picture the Matterhorn. You will be able to see it from different angles, and you will not forget it forever, as this mountain is considered one of the most challenging peaks in the world to climb. Two, Huayana Picchu Mountains, Peru. This mountain in particular looks a lot like things that look like it was built by an ancient civilization, as it lives in one of the most famous ancient ruins in existence, so water falls from it on the remains of the ancient Inca city of Machu Picchu, which is one of the most famous sites in all of South America. Many history lovers and archaeologists always dream of one day going to visit this very ancient city. If you look at it, you will see horizons catching their breath from among the shattered walls. Imagine what life must be like at such a height. Three, Denali Mountains, Alaska. If you are looking for a mountain that will terrify you of its large size, you should travel to Denali in Alaska. Denali Mountain measures 20,320 feet in length, and this makes it the highest mountain on the planet above sea level. And its length is measured from base to summit, as it is one of the most beautiful mountains, as it is covered with snow that accumulates over many other high mountains, which look like foothills compared to the rest of the mountains. Four, Tre Cime di Lavaredo Mountains, Italy. Without a doubt, Tre Cime di Lavaredo is perhaps one of the most unique mountain peaks on our list. The three most prominent peaks form a long straight out of the ground like constellations, and in fact, if you see these mountains from a distance, you'd be amazed at how they survived. Among the ruins of some lost civilizations, it features incredible architectural landscapes. Its formation comes completely naturally. Despite its unusual appearance, it is certainly some of the most striking mountains on the planet. Five, Kirkjuvel Mountains, Iceland. This mountain is a bit strange, as it comes from a hill, with a flat top made up of horizontal lines of sediment rising from a smooth sloping base which undoubtedly gives it an elegant and orderly look. As such, it may be a very distinctive mountain. And it may not be tall. The height is like other mountains, but it is elegant and there is no equal to it, which made it unique among all the peaks on Earth. Six, Ama Dablam Mountains, Nepal. The mountains of Ama Dablam, with majestic sharp mountains that contain many unexpected angles, and the snow comes only to highlight these engineering transfers to surprising peaks and draw attention to that amazing natural architecture. This mountain is one of the most eye-catching mountains that you will see more than ever past. Seven, Table Mountain, South Africa. Table Mountain, this mountain, like Mount Kirkjofel, is not the highest peak at all, but rather it is one of the very distinctive mountains, as it undoubtedly gives a beautiful and elegant glimpse in front of the sea. And it is one of the mountains that stands out more than any other mountain on this planet. What really distinguishes this mountain is all the horizontal lines that work with the horizon to form a majestic scene. Eight, Titanus Mountains, Wyoming. The Great Tetons are peaks just south of Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming, rising above Lake Jackson, which are largely inaccessible by car. The only way to penetrate the actual range may be to climb and ascend on foot. The Tetons of mountains that have a physical appearance, set against perfect hills and vegetation, and have a fairy tale look to all who see them, they are truly one of a kind. Nine, Alpamayo Mountains, Peru. This mountain in the Andes, specifically in Peru, had an incredibly sharp peak of ice, as the ice rose to the top of the summit, taking a pyramidal shape, and it formed an angle of 60 degrees, and from certain angles. It was completely formed in the shape of a pyramid, and although the mountain is not as large as some of the peaks that surround it, but it has a unique look because it leads to many other large mountains around it. And this mountain was voted in 1966 in a German magazine as the most beautiful mountain in the world. Fuji Mountains, Japan. Mount Fuji in Japan is one of the most famous mountains, as it is recognized in the whole world, and its peak rises greatly due to the relatively constant surrounding landscapes around it, which makes its appearance one of the most exciting things. As it resembles the peak of perfection crowned with snow, especially with cherry blossoms in the foreground. Many people consider this mountain to be very representative of Japan. And finally, whether any of these mountains is really the most beautiful mountain in the world, you will be the only one who can decide this. We hope that you have enjoyed this video and information about these mountains and have been inspired to learn more about these famous mountains and mountain ranges, and perhaps anyone can be inspired to plan their own vacation to see one of these majestic sights.
There are always the most beautiful and the best. There are very many beautiful cities, and always in our channel, we will shed light on them. I hope that you will follow the channel and activate the bell button to receive all new